guys, welcome to Intern Flicks, the show where we're not paid to talk about movies for 30 minutes. I'm with my co-hosts, Justin.
No.
And John. The movie we saw was Minions, Rise of Gru, a classic flick that everyone should go see. John, what are your thoughts on Minions, Rise of Gru?
I thought it was pretty good. Thought it was interesting. I think maybe not the best in the franchise, but one of the best. Because I'm still gonna have to say Despicable Me was just a little bit better.
Okay. There's marketing for a certain character, if you guys have seen the marketing. His name was Otto. Otto had, the only thing we were given about Otto was his body and his braces.
It's real round.
He was real round. He was
Really round.
He was about yay, and then he had braces, and he stole the show. I've been saying it for weeks. I was like, this guy's, he's going somewhere. He comes on, he's this babbling idiot, a fool, a jest, and you know what? Otto made mistakes, but Otto tried to fix those mistakes. He went from, I think it was Ohio, and he drove on a little big wheel all the way to San Francisco, California to save Gru.
I would argue Otto was the audience surrogate. He was the most relatable character. I mean, you got Stuart, who is a Jesus allegory, hard to relate to, but then
hard to relate to.
Otto is an everyman, and I appreciate that about him.
He just had like a really good character arc. You know, he was a little bit of a clumsy man at the start. You know, switched up some stones and stuff, but like at the end, man, best minion.
I think the choice of having Gru be a kid and having Dr. Nefario be the adult was a very good choice.
I thought Gru would still be bald as a kid. I thought it was like some disorder he had, but full set of hair.
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't give Gru alopecia.
I thought they would give Gru alopecia, and I was really disappointed they didn't.
What I really thought in the bottom of my heart was, the disappointing part of the whole thing was that we did not get enough Bob screen time. The fan favorite, the greatest character. Bob is the minion that all of his friends are going to say, oh, I'm going to go be evil. Bob just wants to do right by his fellow man.
Yeah. I thought it was a little bit weird that he was anti-war. They took a really strong anti-Vietnam stance.
Yeah, which is very strange because this is about 40 years after the fact.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're really pounding the anti-Vietnam message home.
That was like, at first I was like, oh, clearly this is a message about, like, you know, everybody makes mistakes. But then I was like, nope, this is about war. This is about
the Vietnam War. Yeah.
It was weird.
It was, I think the director very clearly served in Nam and didn't have that much fun.
Yeah, yeah. Which characters did you most want to kiss?
Wild Knuckles.
I'm going to say Wild Knuckles.
Wild Knuckles. Yeah.
Wild
Wild
Knuckles.
Knuckles. I would give him a peck on the cheek and say, you can do it, buddy.
He's such a
Knuckles.
kissable character. You know, you
He
look
had
at him and you're
those
like,
big kissing lips. I really wanted him to kiss Gru at the end.
I thought
That
we
would
were
have
going to
been.
make out.
I liked that they introduced a father figure for Gru. But my problem was that in none of the Despicable Me movies, in the original Minions movie,
Gru's lack of a father kind of had a big impact
Yeah.
on him, so I feel like we kind of
it's a
retconned that a little bit. And I
yeah,
feel
we
like
retconned it, but I feel like that takes away from the character.
it was interesting for the movie, but it definitely did take away from what makes Gru Gru. I feel like the lack of a father that's one of the main points of Gru's backstory.
Yeah, I think what was really, really crazy to me was that they didn't have the dog.
They had the dog for a little bit.
Oh, do you think Minions are real?
Do I think Minions are real? I know Minions are real. Okay.
Where do you think they're hiding?
Melrose High School.
How many mitochondria do they have? It's the powerhouse cell. How many do they have?
Who's your favorite Minion?
Do you think they're just one big mitochondria?
Yeah.
Otto.
I feel like
Otto
Are
is
the
my
Minions
favorite.
a hive
Otto's,
mind?
Otto's the
Are
powerhouse.
the Minions a hive mind?
I think the Minions
Mini
could be a
boss. Okay, they changed something in this movie. They changed boss. They go, hey boss. You know that was their thing? To mini boss. Mini boss. Because he was small.
Do you think Stuart and Kevin explored each other's bodies?
I think we can't say they didn't. You know?
There was no proof they didn't.
I think
all I'm
that they
saying.
used to kill minions and test them. I think that's how we found how to use a nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
I think the Cold War was directly due to the minions' involvement.
This is a question I've been thinking about for a while. If you were a minion, would you have one eye or two eyes? what kind of little hair would you have?
Okay, this is a great question. I would be big, like a big round one, like Otto.
Yeah.
But I would have one eye.
Okay.
I would have one eye, and I'd have a gap tooth.
What color would the eye be?
Ooh, okay, a great detail that I did not notice in the first
Kind of
movie. I'll
stealing
say
my
it.
gap tooth thing, but
What?
kind of just stealing my whole.
There's pictures of me when I was a child, and my gap was about this.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I believe you.
I feel like you're just kind of stealing our shtick, man.
I had a gap tooth.
No,
I believe you.
show.
I don't think you believe me. I think you're
believe
being coy. I had a
I
gap
see
tooth.
a buck teeth.
I had buck teeth now because I had a gap tooth. I had a
You're a
huge
little-
gap. I looked like Mike
Little
Tyson.
part rabbit, part boy.
I'm not part
Did you
rabbit.
speak
part
like Mike
boy.
Tyson?
Rumor I heard.
I'm not part rabbit.
I heard a rumor you
I
had
don't
a
even
bushy
eat
little
carrots.
tail.
I don't even have a tail.
Prove it.
I can't.
Why?
Because I can't show you my butt.
Okay, so remember.
the show.
All right. So remember in Minions when they
After
turned
the
one of them
show.
into a rabbit? What was your thoughts on that? I like rabbit Minions.
I thought that was absolutely hilarious. I was peeing myself in the seat. It was so good.
I think one of the greatest cinematic choices for a character was to make, was it Kevin, I believe, or Stuart? That was the chicken. That was Kevin, right? No, Stuart.
It was Stuart.
Stuart was the Kevin. Stuart.
Yeah, Stuart.
He's a bad guy. He's mean to everyone.
Whoa.
Okay. He's mean to everyone. He's like, and he
You
goes
could
like
say
this.
that
And he
Kevin is the John Lennon of the Minions because he's the leader. Stuart is the John Lennon of the Minions. The little guitar, the sarcasm, the humor. Stuart is the John Lennon of the Minions.
I feel like we're forgetting something. What happened to his child? Remember? He had a
Oh,
little
the
chicken
chick?
child.
the chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that thing dies. I think.
But we never see.
Do you think? Did they give it to KFC?
Clearly, they were not. I love the movie, but they didn't have the forethought because things like the MCU, they always have like little hints. In the first Despicable Me movie, if they had had the chicken,
Wait, what's
and then
the
in this
MCU?
movie,
The Minions cinematic universe or just
Marvel.
Marvel?
Yeah.
Like,
Like little
well-
hints seeded throughout. They could have had in the first Despicable Me movie the little chicken baby, and then we could have like seen the origin story of it this time. But
they had Vector in it.
they did have
They
Vector.
had, they had a
yeah.
joke about Vector in it. It was funny.
Did we already know that his father was the
Yeah,
banker?
we did.
We did.
Yeah.
What movie did they originally explain
First
that
one.
in? First ever, really?
The
Because
second
that's-
one and the third one shied away from Vector completely.
Yeah, he wasn't really.
Do you guys ever just think about how he's just on the moon, like no food, no resources? What do you think happened to him? Did he just die?
He died, and they won't say it, but he is a dead man. Saying he's alive would be a miss.
I don't think he's alive. Do you think they'll make another movie?
I can only hope.
Do you think it'll be Despicable Me 4, or do you think it'll be Minions 3?
Steve Carell's voice is shot. He actually is speaking through one of those things that goes like this.
Because of all the smoking cigars.
Yeah, he was injecting himself with
Pure
pure
nicotine.
Nicotine, yeah.
Yeah,
He
it
can't
was
quit.
Really horrible. If you could
Funny
fan
guy.
cast
Oh, my
live
fan
action
cast?
Minions,
Gru, Chris Evans.
Gru Chris Evans.
Wait,
I could see
no.
it.
Chris Pratt, sorry.
I could see it.
Listen, The Rock is Gru. We need it.
I've been hearing a lot
We
of The
need it.
Rock as Gru online. I could definitely see it.
The Rock
What?
doesn't have the chops. I'll say it. The Rock doesn't have the range. Dwayne is a great man. A great wrestler, funny guy, great actor. He doesn't have the chops, all right? We saw Chris Pratt in Parks and Rec, and he was funny. I've never seen The Rock make jokes.
Okay, but here's the thing. He's in Fortnite. Have you ever thought about that?
Chris Pratt's in Fortnite. You didn't know that? You can get
Yeah,
Star
Captain
Lord skin.
America.
Okay, but when?
Oh, I was
all
thinking
right,
Chris Evans.
No, Chris
You can
Pratt.
get a Star-Lord skin too?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I have the Milano. Hey, I have the Milano glider in Fortnite.
Sweet.
I have the Milano glider.
Sweet.
do you have Sasuke?
I have the Milano glider in
Who
Fortnite,
do you
and I
guys
use
think
it in my
would play
skin.
the Minions themselves? So like Stuart, Bob, Kevin. Kevin Hart plays Bob.
I want to say Kevin Hart plays all of them,
Yeah.
but in good conscience,
that's a good
in
choice.
good conscience, I can't not cast Zach Galifianakis as Stuart.
I could see Danny DeVito playing one of the Minions.
Bob.
I could see it.
Danny's Bob.
Who would Kevin Hart play?
Ricky Berwick.
Kevin Hart plays Ricky Berwick in the Minions movie?
Yeah.
Do you think the
Who
dog is
just had-
neutered? Or no?
I think.
Do you think the
with-
dog's a guy?
I think for fear of
Was
the
it ever
Minions.
Does he
explicitly
have
stated?
balls?
Yes,
Do we know that?
hopefully.
I feel like he doesn't have balls.
It's in the director's cut.
I thought it was funny when they said extra size. I thought you meant extra fries.
That was
and
really
then,
funny.
And then Kevin broke his own leg.
Yeah. It was weird, and it wasn't like he like accidentally broke his leg. He literally he couldn't take it.
He picked up.
Purely just
he picked
snapped
up the
his own
bat.
leg.
Okay.
Horrible.
A genuine thing.
This was the least gory of the Despicable Me movies.
Yeah.
But
Just making sure.
psychologically, terrifying.
It was a thrill ride.
Yeah.
A thrill ride.
I don't even know how they made this a kids movie. Like, how do you do that?
don't
Like,
Did you guys
understand
know
that.
that all the Minions' voices are George Clooney?
Really.
Yep.
I believe you.
That's him saying, you don't believe, you
I
always
believe
say this. You're trying to be coy and funny. I believe you. I believe you. You don't
believe
actually
you.
believe me.
I do.
Are you, look me in the eye.
you're tearing this family
I
apart.
believe you.
No, you don't. You're lying. You're just trying to be some funny, coy guy. Don't Jim the Office me in the camera.
I love Minions.
I believe you.
Okay, my biggest problem with the whole movie, like the movie as a whole, his mom was neglecting Gru, and they failed to have that be his backstory. They didn't give him a villain
His mom's
backstory.
kind of hot though. Gru's mom.
What?
Oh, and dude,
Gru's mom looks gross.
I disagree.
she's like Grunty from Banjo-Kazooie, hottest thing ever.
She looks like an animal,
I disagree.
and she's a human being.
I disagree.
I don't think she's a human. I think she's a minion.
She's an animal. She's a fox. Oh boy. She's good looking. What can I say? Okay.
I mean, I don't
She's
know
just
what you can
flawless.
say. Flawless?
Absolutely
Yeah.
flawless.
She is
Like, you know,
gross.
they always say
Totally
nobody's
flawless.
perfect, but like her,
Wow.
Are
I
you
don't know
serious?
why you're looking at me like that.
why are you looking at me? like
Her
this?
arm, like, the extra skin on her arm, like, gets caught under her feet when she's walking.
Yeah,
That's
don't you
hot.
just
And
don't
that
you,
was in the 80s.
It's hot.
don't you love some underflab?
You can
don't
hang
love
on
that.
it. You can tug on it.
I could
It's-
tug on it?
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
No, it's. I like it.
Cut off a chunk, keep it for myself.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Can they feel those?
No.
Those
little
no.
flabs?
Yeah. If I cut, okay, so say someone's flabs are hanging, and I got a Bowie knife, and I go, and I eat it, how mad would they
Well, are
be?
there?
Not really
I mean,
that
there are
mad.
probably like nerves in the flab still, right?
No.
I mean, yeah, but that's just the cross they have to bear.
you guys ever just like cut it open
I'm
and then
hungry.
like just kind of like suckle on it like it's just
Little flab. Yeah. You think
The
they
forbidden fruit.
keep a
Yeah.
little juice in the flab? You know.
Oh yeah, I want those flabs. They seem kind of useful.
you gotta put them on
Like I wrap it
mantle.
around. I wrap it around, and people think I'm muscly. Or I wrap it around, keep food in it, keep it warm.
What if a
There are
minion
a lot
had
of benefits
flab?
to a flab like that. Minion had flab.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the thin arms and legs is pretty central to the Minion's design. So
I think that the design choice of making one of the minions black was
Genius.
something we needed. It was something we needed.
Genius.
It didn't play a huge role in the movie.
It should
at all.
have.
It should have. But they panned out to a shot of a minion, like all the minions, and some of them were in
Oh, a
hats.
sea of yellow.
But there is just one
One
black
black
minion.
minion.
And maybe
Genius.
it was finally some representation. And my mom and I talked about it after
There
the
was
movie.
more social commentary in this movie than anything Jordan Peele has made, anything Spike Lee has made. This was just better. This was genius.
My mom and I talked about it after the movie. The inclusion of the black minion led my mom to believe there was gay minions.
There are.
There are gay minions. There are definitely gay
I
minions.
think
Stuart.
it's good representation.
Stuart's
Do you
a
not
gay
see
minion.
in the background of most minion movies? There's actually two like minions who kiss.
They
Did you not?
always kiss.
Is that true?
That's actually true. There are gay minions.
Huh.
Are the purple minions gay?
Really makes
As well?
me think.
No, they're homophobic.
No, they're homophobic.
Okay.
They're like the opposite of a minion.
Yeah, no, because they're bad. They're,
So are all minions gay?
no, not all minions are gay. Because then how would they reproduce? How do they? What the? How do minions
I
reproduce?
think they've just always existed. Like,
No, but how would they reproduce? All of them. Do you think Otto's like 1 billion years old?
maybe they swap goggles.
I think they just like split apart. You know.
Yeah,
single cell.
mitosis.
Oh yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
I actually do mitosis.
Really,
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a daughter.
really.
Yeah. Yeah, I've not met. Have you not met her?
I've not met your daughter. I've met your
Share.
son.
My son?
Yeah.
Okay, it's been a while. Me and him, we don't talk.
I know,
It was rocky. It was actually after the first Minions movie.
because he can't talk.
It's because he can't talk.
has no tongue.
He got most of my body, but not my tongue.
Not your tongue.
Isn't
Not
he
my tongue.
albino?
No, we would have killed him.
He got your nose. He definitely got your nose and your teeth.
He did. He
No
did.
tongue.
You know, they tried to give him a prosthetic tongue. They really tried, but I had to pay for the surgery, and I only had like $22, which would have covered it.
Yeah, it probably would have.
But I had to. But it was one of the first Minions when it was coming out. I needed a ticket.
You had to go see it.
I had $5 left. I was like, that's all the tongue cost. It was pretty cheap, and I was like,
Cheap tongue.
popcorn, and I had to weigh my options there, and I got popcorn.
What's your favorite Minions movie? Let's start
First
ranking
one.
them. First one?
First one, my favorite. I love Despicable Me. I'd say
I
that's
agree.
3,
Yeah.
but the first Minions movie was really good. King Bob.
What goes at number 2?
Despicable Me
was-
too.
Really?
Yeah, second one.
It was good. It was
Like
good.
those are pretty good.
I'm gonna have to say this Minions movie and the original Despicable Me probably tied. I could see them going either way. At the number 3 spot,
feel like
I
that's-
think the original Minions.
I actually have some stuff written down here about the movie. The problem with Despicable Me 1 was it felt like a fan fiction of Minions. It felt like they came up with the idea for Minions first
Definitely.
and had to write a story around it, but they were too scared to centralize it on the Minions. Though it was a hit later.
Do you think the writers explored each other's bodies while they were coming up with Minions, or
That's actually how they came up with it.
really?
Yeah. Like if you
definitely
explore
see that.
enough, like you'll realize everyone's just a
Find a
minion.
lot of stuff in that body.
Everyone's just a minion.
Everyone's a minion.
Look at us
everything
right
okay?
now. We're minions.
I'm fine. Yeah.
everything
I'm,
okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
You need a refill?
No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Doing okay, buddy?
I think the writers didn't explore the others' bodies
Why?
because I don't like to think about them that
Why?
way. Because it would make me uncomfortable.
Why?
Because
natural. It's natural.
but they were my heroes as a
Listen.
child. I don't want to think about doing that.
It might make you uncomfortable, but like you need to know this.
Just think about all those
You
hot,
cannot
sweaty
ignore the
writers.
facts.
God, dude, I'm
All
kidding.
those
I
hot,
don't like
sweaty
the hot, sweaty
writers in the
writers. I
room
don't like them. I
together,
don't
they
like them. I don't like
explored each
them.
other's
I
bodies.
don't
All
like
of
the
their
hot,
neck
sweaty
beards, they're
writers.
like tickling it. They're like,
Oh, I don't like
"Ugh."
their neck beards. Oh, I don't want to think about them. Oh, they're gross. I don't like them. I don't like them at all.
Whether you want to think about it or not, you're going to think about it.
Do you
I
think
don't
they,
want to think about it.
do you think they
going
go
I
like?
don't think I just don't think I like it at all. There's an actual critic watching this movie.
Yeah, the old
Yeah.
guy up in the back of the
Yeah,
theater.
a critic came alone to see the movie. No one around him. He was in a row all by himself.
Do you think he liked it?
He will look distraught the whole
More
movie.
importantly,
He loved
do you
it.
think he's divorced?
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
his wife left him so fast. He literally sat there the entire movie and he was like this.
Maybe he was supposed to bring his kids.
There was
She
nothing
took
in
him.
those eyes.
I
Soulless. She
feel
took
for
the
that
kids.
guy.
She took all of his money.
I
Only had
don't.
enough to get one Minions ticket.
That's all he had left. He spent
He's
his
broke.
$17 on Minions. By the way, $17.95. Go see the movie. It's great. It's great.
What was your favorite part?
Training scene. Training scene.
Really?
Definitely.
I liked the homage to Kill Bill. Thought that was.
Yeah, I did that.
I
thought that
genuinely
was
did
fun.
like that. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, they wore the Kill Bill suits, and then they killed.
They had like the font and
they
stuff
killed
too.
somebody. Yeah, they literally just killed somebody. There's nothing else I can say about it. They put on the Kill Bill suits and they killed somebody. That's pretty much the
It
whole
was a
bit.
risky choice by the director to just have them murder a guy.
Yeah, but
It
after
wasn't
that,
that violent.
It's pretty violent.
but after that, you know, they said, "Man, this really is the rise of Gru," and I was like, "Yeah,
Banana.
it is."
That's what they said. They said
No,
banana.
I don't think they said they went.
They did.
Banana.
Banana.
No, but if you actually translate it from Japanese to Chinese to Latvian to Latin to Chinese back to French to English, and then you translate it one last time to like Japanese,
I didn't catch a word of that.
it does it.
I really think that it's a problem in schools that we waste so much on tests, when really like, what we should be weighing it on is how much work you put in.
What? Where's this coming from?
I just think that's what I think.
Do you
Do you
not
think
remember?
teachers should be armed in schools?
No, I think that we should. I think before we do any of that, I think we should fix the school system because I go to school and I learn to take tests. I don't learn to learn. I learn so I can pass the stupid tests. While I am struggling, and no one's helping me because I just need to get better at the tests. I just need to do more tests. I need to do MCAS. I need to do all this. And then I go every day. My teacher's yelling at me. My parents are barking at me. All I want is for school to end. Is that really something we should be putting kids through? Is that really what we should do?
Maybe you're just stupid. Did you think about that?
No.
Is that why you're in sports?
Yeah, I play sports. I play sports as an outlet. All right, it's all
I
I
thought you
have.
did heroin as an outlet. I thought you did heroin as an outlet. Is that not? What is that for then? Just recreational heroin?
I don't do heroin.
I believe you.
I don't think you believe me. I'm tired of you doing this.
I believe you.
Not again.
I believe that you don't do heroin. I
I'm
believe
sick and
you
tired.
used to do heroin.
I never did that.
Listen,
Do you just not remember the? Did you not remember the time? You just came up to school.
I
Full
did.
Minions, full Minions costume, and you go, "Ba-da!" And then like, come on.
show us your arms.
I can't. I'm in a
Needle
suit.
marks.
I can't. I'm in a suit. It would be up here. I don't know that
It would
though.
be up here. It is up here.
I've seen TV shows. You guys want to talk about Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
I thought that it's one of. I think it's one of the best written shows ever made.
Do you think Walt and Jesse explored each other's bodies?
Shut up.
I'm being serious here. They were stuck in that van. You remember that? You remember that episode, 4 Days Out?
4 Days Out.
There's a lot to do in that. There was nothing to do in that van. Think about that. They had nothing to do. Just making meth. You think they did anything in their free time, in their downtime? No. Not even a little bit. Not even like a little doubt in the back of your mind.
You think Rick and Morty exploit each other's bodies?
Yeah. Yeah.
That one's just obvious. I feel like
No,
they've
stop.
confirmed that.
I've confirmed that.
In universe 27.345678A4 yeah. They
What
did it.
You
number? What
think
universe
Finn
number
and
do you
Jake
think?
explored each
Stop!
other's bodies?
What number do you think the minions are? C-137. They're the real timeline.
Really?
No, M-B-A-N.
Spell banana. Wait, he's gonna spell banana.
1
Oh,
V
ooh.
A.
Spells banana still. The 1 and the V makes an N.
Do you ever think about how we might just be a simulation in the minion world? Like somebody's playing Sims with us.
Dude, I love the minions. I just
I
like them a
love
lot. I wish I was. I kind of wish I was a minion.
What's wrong with my hands?
I like them. Take the camera off. Take it off him. Take it off him.
What's happening to my hands?
Stop. Take it off him. He doesn't.
Stop.
We're talking about the minions. We like them.
We
You
love
guys
minions.
like
We
the
love
minions?
I love minions.
My favorite part of the
Minions.
minions was.
What's
my
wrong
favorite
with my
part of the,
hands?
My favorite part of the minions was when. My favorite part of the minions was definitely when Gru and his gang of goofy minions. When they went to break out Gru when they went to do that.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was so funny. That was because they pretended to be a vase. And the funny joke was that there was actually a bunch of bags that looked exactly like minions. And they looked like me, and they just chose to be a vase anyways.
That was pretty funny.
You thought that was funny?
I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny when.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny when Kevin was the bunny, and he went. Rah! I thought that was.
Was
funny.
that towards the end of the movie?
Yeah,
Yeah, good, because it was towards the end of the show.
I liked.
Hi.
I liked that part of the movie.
Thanks guys for coming out here. We weren't paid to do any of this. I hope you're getting paid to watch this, because good for you. Bye.
Bye.
I'm sorry.
Bye-bye.
I'm sorry for your
Bye
loss.
now.
I like minions.
I'm sorry.
Smile, smile, John. John. Smile.